Kyrie with the best chops I've seen all night, and there were a hell of a lot of chops on this show, and she did the best of them all. Well done, Kyrie.
Except the main event of this show. This was the best thing on night 2, the best thing on WrestleMania, and by far, by leaps and fucking bounds, this was the best match on the...
We are literally 2 weeks away from Backlash, and Seth Rollins and Owens has no fucking build for this match! None!
They say they don't want to turn heel because, but the kids, they all look up to her.
Best friends, still employed. Trent Beretta, still employed. Chuck Taylor, still employed. Danhausen, still fucking employed! Get him out of here!
Let's open radio rope break. Hey guys, Kgabo here, and today we're back with another episode of Life's Opening Radio Rope Break, and here we have the second leg of our quadruple header. We're gonna review WWE Night of Champions today, before we start that, Ben, would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, hello everyone, and hopefully you all are having a good afternoon or evening to you wherever you may be. Yes, Kgabo, we are reviewing Night of Champions, but on the same exact day as we're doing this review, Dominion is going to start for New Japan as well. So
yeah.
We're pretty much gonna do Dominion and then Double or Nothing, and then we'll probably take a week off, and then we'll do Forbidden Door.
That sounds it's going to be Double or Nothing, then Dominion. Because Double or Nothing happened before, yeah. That was the plan all along.
Okay. Oh, okay. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm mixing things up. My bad. I'm sorry.
It's cool.
Yeah. But, yes, we are reviewing Night of Champions, which I thought Night of Champions was actually a very solid show. This show was not bad. It's just some of the things on the show that just didn't make sense to both me and Kgabo, so I'm sure all of you will understand our different perspectives. We're not trashing on the show. We just have our own opinions about the show. That's just all it is to it. And yes, I sound better than last week, because last week I was, my static was going in and out. I was like Mustafa Ali when he had that that mask gimmick. he had the LED mask. It was like that. Still a terrible gimmick.
TV. That's what she sounded like.
All right, everybody.
You brought it on my TV.
Oh yes, there's some Get Off TV nominees, by the way. We're in June, so this is gonna be for the month of May. It's gonna be for the month of May.
All right, then. And speaking of Get Off TV, or maybe not Get Off TV, let's not disrespect this person. Alexa Bliss is having a baby in December. Here's from Cage Side Seats by Sean Reuter. And then, it says, for much of this year, fans have been wondering why Alexa Bliss hasn't been on WWE TV. Was it her skin cancer diagnosis and treatment? Her brief stint on The Masked Singer? I actually watched that video. A side effect of whatever is going on with Bray Wyatt. She's involved with that. We may never know what combination or those factors explain the company not using one of their women's Triple Crown champions and most consistent movers of merch over the past several months. But we know why she won't be wrestling for at least the rest of this year. And that is the reason, as our friend The Miz would say, is awesome. Bliss, real name Lexi Cabrera, have announced this morning that she and her husband Ryan are expecting their first child in December. And yeah, here we have a tweet from Alexa Bliss herself. The best moments in life are the completely unexpected. Baby Cabrera arriving December 2023. So this baby is gonna be born the same month as me. I was born on the 16th of December. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. They just talk about other stuff. So yeah, I'm happy for Alexa Bliss. I wish her the best. Pregnancy is not that much fun or easy, but I'm sure for her it'll be all worth it when she has her child in December. So yeah, we wish her the best. And yeah, Ben, do you have any thoughts on this?
I don't really have a lot of thoughts on this, but I will say congratulations to Alexa Bliss. I know in the past I have literally been trashing her in her in-ring abilities, but I'm sure she's a very nice person. Look, the reason why I was trashing Alexa Bliss on the roundups and stuff was because of the way that the matches were set together. I did not say for the life of me like she sucks in the ring. I didn't say that. I never said that. I just said hey, this is not working. If y'all ain't got nothing better for this, get her off TV. But then again, no disrespect to Alexa Bliss, she's a great wrestler, and I wish Alexa Bliss all but the best, and I hope she gets paid well as well, because you know how WWE is very stingy with money. So.
Yeah. And then yeah, so that's pretty much it on the front of news. Unless, Ben, you have anything else that you want to discuss? Latest AEW happenings or anything?
Oh, well, look, AEW, they have been improving a little bit. They have made strides. I know, listen. AEW Collision, the big announcement with CM Punk.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was like, when Ben sent that to me, I was like, no way, he's coming back after what happened last year. I didn't think they'd ever bring him back. But yeah, hopefully they've now made amends and they'll have a better relationship. And I look forward to the 17th. I don't think we're going to watch Collision any week after that. Because it'll probably be the same as Rampage and, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. First of all, Rampage. Oh, my goodness. Rampage. I got to say this really fast. I thought Monday Night Raw was one of the worst wrestling shows all week. Literally, 2 weeks ago, Monday Night Raw was terrible. But then all of a sudden, Raw was getting decent. It's actually solid. It's not bad now. But the thing is, I don't understand what is the point of Rampage. Because Rampage is an hour, and nobody's watching Rampage right after SmackDown. Nobody's watching Rampage after SmackDown. They already just got 2 hours of wrestling over there. So why we need a third hour in this Rampage? No. I want to ask this very quick question. Should Rampage be moved to an earlier date instead of Friday?
I don't know. I guess because if you watch all the wrestling, you have Raw on Monday, NXT on Tuesday, Dynamite on Wednesday, and if they want to move it, Rampage on Thursday, then SmackDown on Friday. 5 days of wrestling. Would that
right?
But the thing is, would that be a burnout of wrestling? A whole every day, every night, there's wrestling on.
Well, it ain't a burnout if you ain't keeping up with it. It ain't a burnout it ain't a burnout if you're watching.
I'm just saying those that
Okay.
like to keep up with every show. Yeah.
Well, if you don't keep up with every show, that's fine.
Yeah.
You don't got to. You're not in, like, literally, I feel like people are like inclined to keep up with everything going on with wrestling. I'm here to remind all of you, you don't have to keep up with everything NXT related or everything AEW related. You don't have to do any of that. You can strictly watch NXT. You can strictly watch Dynamite. It's your decision. You know, we don't want nobody to be burned out of wrestling. You know, it's just like, you know, it's just the truth. It's just that simple. You know, we don't want nobody burned out. But yeah, to our point, get Rampage off of Friday nights. I really cannot stand AEW Rampage. First of all, Rampage is throwing these random ass shows together. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Action Andretti for the New Japan TV title. Please explain to me, what did Action Andretti do to get a damn title shot on a random ass edition of Rampage? Someone please explain to me that.
For someone,
somebody, please. Jerry Lynn, somebody.
For somebody, for another company's title.
That's my point. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't think Action Andretti hasn't even been on television. The last time he had a match was against Kyle Fletcher, and he lost.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. AEW got their own problems, and I'm going to talk to you, Will Washington. You better book better shows heading into Forbidden Door. I don't know what the hell you're doing, especially now because Zack Sabre Jr. versus Action Andretti. Emi Sakura, who I forgot is still employed, she's fighting Willow Nightingale for the strong New Japan Strong Women's title. Why? That don't make no goddamn sense. That don't make no sense. Will Washington, you are my last nerve. You better book AEW better, bro. I cannot stand you right now. I cannot stand the booking for some AEW shows. Bad enough as it is, I can't stand it. But now all of a sudden, Tony Khan decides to have this grand idea, this bright idea, to have these random-ass title matches. For instance, the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles was defended on Dynamite last week for no damn reason. I literally thought Tony Khan was not going to put Ring of Honor on AEW Dynamite. Instead, he put it on AEW Dynamite 2 weeks in a row. What the hell gives?
All right. Those are your latest AEW shenanigans. And now on to some WWE shenanigans. This was Night of Champions. Took place on Saturday, the 27th of May, 2023, at the Jeddah Superdome in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. As you can see, Benny's
blood money.
Blood
money.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm hearing a lot of reports that Vince was in creative backstage for Night of Champions. If he was, he should have been escorted out of the. He should have been escorted out of the arena. He should have been escorted all the way to Russia somewhere. Get him the hell out of here. Get him out of creative. I'm getting sick of these reports about Vince McMahon changing up shit at the last minute when Triple H is head of creative.
Yeah.
Moving on.
All right. And here is the first match for the newly refurbished World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. They started the match. Seth Rollins taunted. The fans sang the chorus to his theme song. Woo, and he's trying to piss off AJ Styles. AJ Styles does a drop kick, which knocks Seth out of the ring. Seth immediately gets back in the ring. AJ also gets back in the ring. Seth puts in a side headlock. They do a leapfrog sequence. Then they have a pause. And then Seth Rollins did a sling blade, which was nice. He did a running knee from the apron, which was also cool. That he got back in the ring. He missed a curb stomp, did a rewind kick for a 2 count. AJ Styles did shoulder rams, did a knee drop, did a PK to the back, snapmare into a headlock. AJ threw some chops in the corner. Seth did a Russian leg sweep into the turnbuckle, did a hammer throw into the other turnbuckle. He mounted AJ on the top rope. He did a chop and almost knocked him down. They struggled in the corner. They had a 1-2, and then AJ did a snap suplex in the corner. They laid down selling. Seth threw some punches and some chops. AJ did his 5-hit combo that he always does. He did a sliding forearm, did a jumping clothesline in the corner, did a wheelbarrow facebuster. It was kind of weird because he took him like he was about to do a back suplex. Then he slammed him on his face, and Seth Rollins' legs went out as his face was slammed down, and he got a 2 count on that. Spot. Yeah, that was a cool spot. He went for the Styles Clash. Seth backed him into the corner. He did a back elbow and then a springboard reverse DDT for a 2 count. Seth Rollins did an Avalon Sunset Flip and a buckle bomb. Did a frog splash for a near fall. Did a forearm strike. And then AJ Styles hit a Ushigoroshi, which was cool. Got a 2 count on that. He went for the Style Clash, but Seth reversed. Seth went for pedigree. AJ did a chop and a step up in Siguri, which was cool. AJ went for the second rope Styles Clash, but then Seth Rollins countered with a Hurricane Rana. Seth Rollins did an inverted suplex, then an inverted Falcon Arrow, which was cool. He got a 2 count on that. He went for a corkscrew moonsault. He missed it, landed on his feet. They tried to suplex each other over the rope, and then AJ Styles hit an X-plex on the apron. He went for the phenomenal forearm, but Seth thwarted him. Seth Rollins did a dive. He hurt his knee. They got back in the ring. AJ Styles exploited the bad knee and put in the calf crusher. Then Seth choked him to break the hold. AJ Styles kicked the bad leg. Seth Rollins did a lariat, which was nice. They had a 1-2 exchange. AJ Styles slapped him. Seth Rollins did a thrust kick. He did soccer kicks, held his head, and then kicked his head, pulled his head and kicked his head like that. AJ Styles did headbutts. Seth Rollins did an enziguri. AJ Styles missed a Pele kick, and then Seth Rollins hit a super kick. He stomped on the hand. AJ countered a pedigree. Seth Rollins escaped a Styles Clash. And then AJ Styles hit a Pele kick. And he hit a pedigree for a near fall. They laid down selling, and then AJ Styles was busted open. You could see there was a little patch of blood coming out. Seth Rollins countered a phenomenal forearm with a super kick. And his bad knee hindered the curb stomp. But then he counted, what's his CC? He counted the calf crusher. Did a pedigree. Then he did a curb stomp to win the belt. And then Triple H went and handed Seth Rollins the belt. The people sang Seth's theme, and I gave Wrestling an 8 and Logic a 7. Congratulations to Seth Rollins. This was a good opening match. Yeah, and Ben, what do you think about this?
I expected this match to go 20 minutes. This exactly went 20 minutes. So I expected this to be a good match either way. I'm glad they opened the show. A lot of people were complaining this should have been the main event of the show. First of all, this should have not been the main event of this show. Over Roman Reigns. No, that's ridiculous.
No.
So that's why the match was here instead of the main event. Now, if some people were say, well, I mean, this was a championship match. I mean, some people were clamoring for the match to be in the semi-main event. I mean, I don't think that would have worked either. But to be fair, I mean, credit to Seth Rollins and AJ Styles. They know how to put together a match. At least they know, what role they're supposed to play, because both men are baby faces. And like, if you go back and watch the match, AJ Styles is like, he's like a heel. I think he's playing heel in this match, right? Because he did a lot of stuff that I did not see him use before. But it was interesting. So, Seth, congratulations. You deserve the belt more than anybody. I'm not surprised at this decision. I gave this match an 8.5. Logic, probably a 7. That's the best I can give for the match. But great match, and I'm glad for Seth Rollins. And now I have the sincere question of what the hell do we do with AJ Styles on SmackDown? Because he's feuding with Karrion Kross. He's about to fight Grayson Waller down the line as well. So I don't know what the hell they're doing with AJ. Did
Grayson Waller make his debut?
Yes, he did.
Oh, damn.
Yes. Yeah, he made his SmackDown debut. He wasn't in a match, but he had the talk show thing he does with the Grayson Waller effect and all that stuff. So that's why they're planting seeds for AJ and Grayson Waller to face off again. I mean, that's fine. That's cool. But I don't know what the hell we do with AJ Styles, considering I'm hearing reports that the WWE Championship is going to get retired now. I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh.
I hope not. Please no. Please no. Don't retire the WWE title for no reason. I don't know. I'm just saying. I mean, if you're going to retire the WWE title, at least unify it with another title as well. Like, they should have been unified all of the belts. Like I understand Roman having 2 belts, but it's better like in general if he had like 1. So they should have unified it a long time ago. But I don't know if the WWE title gets retired. I hope not. Please no, because we need Roman Reigns to have the WWE title more than anything in the world, because I mean it's the only thing he has. That and the Universal title. I mean, the Universal title is already like it's not prestigious anyway. So I mean, I don't know, but yeah, that's it. Good match though.
Then we get a Money in the Bank vignette. It's gonna take place.
Should we review?
Yes, we will review that pay-per-view. It takes place in London on the 1st of July in the O2 Arena, which we will review. So yeah, we got that to look forward to. And then here in the second match, it is between Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus. And then Becky came out to the ring in a yellow jumpsuit with black stripes. She looked like Law from Tekken, one of those skins that you can choose. Martial Law. Yeah. And they start...
wait, is Law... Hold on. Is Law a guy?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Because Law, yeah. But I like Law on Tekken. I thought Becky Lynch, I think she got the Kill Bill outfit going on, and then Trish Stratus came out and all that other stuff. Yeah. But I thought Becky Lynch looked great. She looked great. Trish looked great.
She actually looked pretty good. They started the match. Becky went on Trish. They had a fight at ringside. Trish slammed Becky into the steps. They got back into the ring. Trish did a kick to the gut, which was quite stiff. Yo, you should see that for yourself. Man, she swung her leg on, and it hit Becky in the tummy. And, man, that was nasty. She choked Becky on the ropes. They struggled at the corner. Trish did a hanging rear naked choke. By hanging, I mean she was sitting on the top turnbuckle and she grabbed Becky like this and choked her. Becky slapped her Trish did a tornado DDT for a 2 count. She went for another pin and got a 2 count. She choked Becky with a foot. She slammed her face against the canvas. Then she smothered her face against the canvas. Then she put it in a chicken wing crossface, kind of. Becky had her arms tied back, kind of, while Trish did the crossface. I can't remember exactly how she did it. Then she started to pull the mouth like this. And then she slammed the back of her head on the canvas. Then Becky countered the second one. She tried to fight back, and then Trish did a Thesz press and then threw some punches. She did a neck breaker for a 2 count. Threw some chops. They had a 1-2. Becky made a comeback. She hit the Bexploder, did a leg drop for the 2 count. Trish retreated to ringside. And then Becky did a baseball slide drop kick. Trish Stratus did a Hurricane Runner into the ring post. She did a spine buster for a 2 count. Threw some punches. Did a clothesline in the corner. She mounted Becky on the top rope. And then off the top rope, she did a Hurricane Runner for a 2 count. Becky counted Stratisfaction. She did a Diamond Dust leg drop for a 2 count. Trish countered the manhandle slam with a sharpshooter. And then Becky escaped from the sharpshooter. She put in the Boston Crab. Trish got a rope break. Trish countered a jumping forearm with a kick at ringside. Becky ran up to the steps, jumped off of them, and tried to do a jumping forearm, but then Trish kicked her down. Becky nearly got counted out. Trish hit a chick kick for a near fall, which was nasty. She talked shit. Becky put in the disarm her. Trish escaped by pulling the hair, and then chaos ensues. Becky Lynch hits the manhandle slam. She goes for the pin, but Trish had the legs on the rope. Trish retreated to ringside. Becky tried to get Trish back in the ring. And then, from underneath the ring, NXT's Zoe Stark. She comes and hits Z360, and then Trish hits Stratisfaction for the win. And then Zoe Stark is making her main roster debut. So that's interesting. But yeah, this was I mean, now in retrospect, it actually was a decent match. I'll give Wrestling a 7 and Logic a 5. This didn't really need to happen. But yeah, what did you think about this, Ben?
You know what this match? You know where this match should have been, Kgabo?
Wait.
This match should have been on Raw. This should have been on Raw.
Yeah.
Because that like, I'm not saying this did not deserve to be on pay-per-view. I'm just saying, like, within the hindsight, within retrospective of everything that's going on with Becky and Trish, it should have been on Raw. And it was not a championship match, but I thought the match was okay. Trish looked okay. Becky Lynch pretty much like she did her thing. Trish was hitting hard, and she was trying. Like, they were both trying. I'm not saying the match was bad, but I mean, like, within hindsight, like, people will not remember this match. Like, probably like after like 5 or 6 months.
Yeah.
That, like, at best.
Yeah.
So this should have been on Raw.
Yeah. All right.
Other than that, I gave it a 7. I gave it a 7. Logic probably. I'll give it a 3. I'll give it a 3.
All right then. All right, for the Intercontinental Championship, GUNTHER, the champion, versus Mustafa Ali. Ben, I think we haven't had it for a while. I think it's time for another episode of What the Fuck Did He Do to Get a Title Shot? Live on an episode of Rope Break for the first time. Ben, do you want to do the honors?
Yes, I shall do the honors, everybody. And this is time for another edition of What the Fuck Did He Do to Get a Title Shot? Your question of the day. What did Mustafa Ali do to get a Intercontinental Championship match? Here are your multiple choice answers at this time. 1. Lose matches. 2. Won a Battle Royal on Raw for no reason. 3. Triple H gave him a match against Gunther on Raw at first. Or 4. All of the above.
He won a Battle Royal on Raw for no reason?
That is correct, Kgabo. That is correct. He won a Battle Royal. It was a 20-man Battle Royal. He won it on Raw for no reason. Like, Mustafa Ali has won, 3-4 matches all year on Raw, and he gets the title shot on this show? I don't understand it. But anyway, everybody, that concludes another edition of What the Fuck Did He Do to Get a Title Shot? Let's get back to the rest of this show, and fuck Rick Knox.
What happened to fuck Jake Hager?
I had to change it up. I hate Rick Knox so bad. I had to change it up.
Oh, yeah.
Jake Hager's not bad in person. But Rick Knox, gotta get off TV.
All right, then. Anyway, Gunther versus Mustafa Ali. They started, they locked up. Gunther throws Ali. They locked up again. Rope break. Gunther misses a chop. Ali throws a chop. Does kicks to the leg, but Gunther kind of waited for them. Gunther put in a sleeper. Ali escaped. He did 2 drop kicks. Gunther countered the third one with a body slam. Ali threw some punches. Gunther did a nasty chop, his trademark stiff chops. He threw another. Ali threw some punches. Gunther did a body slam. He put in the Boston Crab. He switched to the crossface. He threw Ali to the apron and then kicked him down. He threw him into the ring post. Ali almost got counted out. Gunther threw some chops. Ali countered the third one with his own chops. He tried to make a comeback. He hit a neck breaker. He got on the rope, but then Gunther knocked him down. Ali did a power bomb and a 450 for a near fall. They replayed that spot. Gunther counted a tornado DDT with a lariat. He did another one for a 2 count. He did mock kicks. Ali slapped him. Gunther did an open hand chop. Ali counted a power bomb with a super kick. He hit a tornado DDT. He missed a 450 splash. Gunther did a nice drop kick. And then he hit a power bomb for the win. This was Gunther's match to win, but yeah, at least Ali jobbed nicely and sold for him. I gave Wrestling 6 and Logic a 4. What did you think about this match, Ben?
Did you just say he jobbed to him nicely?
Yeah.
Like it's some kind, like he was some kind of blanket. Like he jobbed to him nicely. Like. All right. Okay. All jokes aside. This went 8.5 minutes. I thought it was solid. It told a decent story. I mean, that's all I asked. I didn't expect this match really to go 10 minutes to begin with. I said in one of the roundups in the past, I said, I hope this match does not go longer than probably 9 minutes. That's the best I could say, and I was correct. It went under 9 minutes. It was solid, good match, but it was not the best thing on the show, and it was not the best match on the show by leaps and bounds. But I'll give it a 6, and then Logic probably a 2. It was predictable, and Gunther won anyway, so that's that.
Yeah, that's that. This episode of Rope Break is interrupted to advertise lots Life's Open Radio certified bangers, a roller coaster of music consisting of drum and bass. Indie pop. Pop and R&B. Soundtracks. Anything else that comes to Kgabo's mind, as well as world news and special guests. You can listen to Life's Opening Radio certified bangers every Sunday afternoon on Spotify. Back to your regular scheduled programming. The WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champions Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens sit down backstage.
Okay.
Sami Zayn is overwhelmed by the past 2 months event, and he says even if it ends tonight, it's been a wonderful ride. Then KO cuts him off and say, why would it end tonight? He says that the Usos are more of a tag team than Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa, who were their opponents in the main event. He says he didn't come all the way here to lose these belts. He's sick of Roman Reigns and he will beat both of them. And Ben, this was a good promo. Kevin Owens tried to motivate Sami Zayn not to give up and get complacent. And Ben, what did you think about this promo?
Good promo. It was a good promo. I thought it was interesting how Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, like, they work together well. So the chemistry is there. It's just, I'm getting sick and tired of Sami Zayn saying, like, hey, we're not, they're a better tag team than Roman Reigns and the Solo Sikoa. Like, we know, Sami Zayn, you're pointing out the obvious here. But, I mean, to be fair, you guys are not really like a tag team to begin with. Y'all are just two singles wrestlers who just happen to have a friendship. But that's beyond the point. That's beyond the fact, everybody. But good promo from Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I can't complain about this at all.
Mm-hmm. And now, the fourth match on this card for the Raw Women's Championship. The second bout between Bianca Belair, the champion, versus Asuka. They started the match. What, Ben?
Hold on.
What?
Okay, so this is for the Raw Women's Championship, right?
Yeah.
So Asuka and Bianca Belair are both on SmackDown fighting for a Raw title.
Yeah.
They both got drafted to SmackDown.
We'll get to that.
Go ahead.
They started the match. Asuka put in a waist lock. She yanked Bianca down with her hair. She pulled her hair and slammed her down onto the canvas. Bianca did a shoulder tackle. They had a leapfrog sequence. Asuka did a drop kick to the guts. Did some stomps. Bianca did a punch. She shoved Asuka into the corner. If this thing would just page properly. Thank you. She shoves Asuka into the other corner. Drop kick, a body slam. She missed a handspring moonsault. Asuka retreated to the apron. Bianca did a handspring kick. Asuka threw Bianca into the steps with the hair. And they got back in the ring. Asuka did a hip attack, get your mind out of the gutter. She did a German suplex, did a running knee for a 1 count, an arm bar. Bianca escaped with a pin. Asuka kicked her in the arm. She stood on Bianca Belair's face on the rope. So Bianca Belair's, the side of her face was on the rope, and Asuka stood on her head like that. Bianca did a roll up for a 2 count. She went for a vertical suplex, but Asuka escaped via a pin. She did a clothesline for a 2 count. She stomped on the arm. She pulled the arm. Bianca escaped. Asuka yanked her head down again. She did mock kicks. Bianca did some punches. She did a blockbuster. They laid down selling. Bianca made a comeback. She did a suplex and a kip up. She did shoulder rams in the corner through second rope. She stood on the second rope and punched down on Asuka. And Asuka pulled her hair again. Bianca Belair did a backbreaker. She did a handspring moonsault for a 2 count. Bianca Belair, not Bianca Belair, Asuka pulled the hair again. She did yes kicks. Did a missile drop kick for a 2 count, which was cool. They replayed that spot. She put in the armbar. Bianca escaped, and when she escaped, she was going for the deadlift power bomb, but then Asuka escaped, and then Bianca hit a spine buster, but it was kind of different. She didn't do the usual one where she springs her up and then slams her down. She literally stood there, went, and then boom. She didn't move to any angle. She was standing straight, picked her up, and boom, straight down. And that was cool. She got a 2 count on that. They laid down selling. Asuka went for the Asuka lock. Bianca did a pin escape. She went for the chicken wing face buster. Asuka escaped via pin. Bianca reversed. Asuka did a backslide for a 2 count. She did a kick for a 2 count. They replayed that spot. Asuka pulled the hair and she stood on her head while she was pulling the hair. She pulled Bianca out of the ring with her hair. And then Bianca countered the whip into the steps, and then she threw Asuka into the steps. They fought at ringside. They got back in the ring, and Bianca started to lose her temper. She beat up Asuka in the corner. Asuka missed a missed shot. Bianca went for KOD, and as she was doing, not yet. I was thinking of that one spot. Asuka countered with an arm drag. Asuka put in the arm bar. Bianca escaped with a power bomb. She sold the arm, which Asuka had worked on, and then Asuka's on the apron. She spits the mist. It's actually blue mist, not the dark green mist that she uses usually. And then as Bianca is trying to hit the KOD, Asuka smudges the mist on her face, and then she does 2 kicks to win the Raw Women's Championship. That's great that Asuka's the champion, but too little, too late. She should have won the belt at WrestleMania, and this is good. This is a really good match, though. I'll give wrestling a 9 and logic a 5. What did you think about this match, Ben?
Oh man, I got a couple of things I want to point out as well. The finish was actually good. Believe it or not, the finish was actually good. I feel like I'm glad Bianca finally lost her temper. I'm finally glad this is happening because now she can finally probably turn heel.
Yeah, hopefully.
I've been asking for this.
We've been asking
2
for
years
this
now. Close enough. Close enough. We've both been asking for it. But listen, I'm glad Asuka won the Raw Women's Championship. I'm happy for her. She finally deserved it, but Kgabo's point, she should have won at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
We were, like, me and Kgabo were not happy that Asuka lost at WrestleMania. Matter of fact, Josh was not happy. Josh wasn't happy either. So, so yeah.
That's that.
But yeah, I gave this match a 8.5. Logic probably a 5.5. Probably 5. Yeah, a 5. That's fair.
Yeah. And then this next match for the SmackDown Women's Championship, Rhea Ripley, the champion, versus Natalya. Rhea Ripley comes to ring with Dominick, Ben's favorite wrestler. And they start the match. Dominick distracts Natalya. Rhea Ripley blindsides her. She beats her up at ringside. And then, Natalya was getting thrown around the ring like she was getting thrown around like a sack of potatoes. They got back in the ring
like tires.
Yeah, like a child playing with tires. Rhea Ripley did a headbutt, which was actually quite stiff. Oh, my gosh, you should see that. She hit a riptide for the win, and that was quick. Natalya so nicely. Again, I said Natalie. Wrestling to logic 2. Not necessarily that this was a bad match, but it went very quick. Ben, do you have any thoughts on this?
Yes, I actually timed it with my watch. This match went 70 seconds. I'm not making this up. The match went 70 seconds, and Rhea Ripley's on Raw with the SmackDown Women's title. Natalya's on SmackDown doing nothing, so she got a title shot for no reason, and then all of a sudden she loses in 70 seconds. And people are gonna say like Rhea Ripley deserved to squash Natalya. No, she did not. This match should have went probably about 2 or 3 minutes more. But other than that, I'm glad Rhea Ripley is getting dominant with her title run. I'm actually glad. But other than that, I will. Some people will complain. Some people will be mad at me when I give this rating. But I'm giving this a no rating.
Yeah.
No rating. No rating. Zero. No. We are. This is Night of Champions, and this is the shit we're doing with the Night of Champions. It's already bad enough. The U.S. title wasn't on the show. The women's tag team titles wasn't on the show. The WWE title wasn't even defended on this show. What gives? Seriously. And the semi-main event of Night of Champions of this show was not a title match.
Yeah.
At all.
And speaking of which,
by the way, Dominick.
Go on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Dominick Mysterio, you said he was my favorite wrestler.
Oh man, that's sarcastic.
He's not.
No
way. Yeah, I know. Oh, by the way, we gotta do this now.
Oh.
Before we do this match, before we go to Brock and Cody.
Oh boy.
Get off TV nominees. Yes, sir. All right. Get off my TV awards for the month of May. Wrestler of the month and referees of the month. We're going to do it all within this section. and we're not going to do the referee thing later on. You know, it's better to do it here than anything else. All right. Wrestlers of the month. The nominees. Omos.
Oh.
Orange Cassidy.
Oh.
Big Bill.
Oh.
Big Bill's on it. Yep, Big Bill. Jeff Jarrett.
Oh.
And finally, the fifth man, Juice Robinson.
Oh.
The defending award winner of the nominees. So, ladies and gentlemen, unanimous votes. This was already voted in. Matter of fact, the votes were already in literally like a week before this episode. So, ladies and gentlemen, by a unanimous vote, by literally last week, your winner of the Get Off My TV Wrestler of the Month for the month of May, Jeff Jarrett.
Oh,
Get Jeff Jarrett on
damn. How
Get Jeff Jarrett on
like
TV.
his second nomination?
Yep.
Two-time
second award.
Two-time award-winning Get Off My TV nominee.
Yep. Get Off My TV Wrestler of the Month for the month of May.
boy.
Jeff Jarrett, get off television.
You know, that makes me think we actually should do the last episode of the year. We should do a big or maybe we should do it in conjunction with Certified Bangers, like the World Championship Award. And yeah, you know, Get Off My TV nominees on the same show. But the World Championship is ending in middle of December on the 2nd anniversary, so maybe not. I actually want us to do it in December, the Get Off My TV nominees. So yeah, that's that. And speaking of
We'll talk about it.
yeah. And speaking of Get Off My TV, the second bout between Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. Ben, do you want to guess what I gave this match?
Okay, I'm going to take a wild stab in the dark. I think you gave this match a 9.
Not even close. Not even close.
9.
Well,
oh man, this match is not getting a fucking 9. Get out of here.
yeah, 0 rating. 0, 0, 0. We're not even going to bother with this match. I assume you've given the same rating, Ben?
Well, alright, okay, hold on. Let me calm down. Okay, so Brock beat Cody Rhodes. The match went 9 minutes. I did not care about this match whatsoever. It was not a championship match, number 1. Number 2, this was on the show for no reason. That's number 2. Number 3, Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes are, in my honest opinion, this may be the second worst feud all year in any promotion, because there is no end goal for this feud. Why is Cody Rhodes fighting Brock Lesnar on a week-to-week basis when you do realize that Cody Rhodes really should be fighting for the world title, but instead he's fighting Brock Lesnar? Like, all of a sudden, like, Cody and Brock they got real life beef all of a sudden. Like, come on, bro. No, this feud is fucking terrible. Get this off television. I'm going to say this one time and one time only. Get this off TV. This feud sucked. This feud sucks. This match was terrible. No rating for this shit at all.
So glad to see we both came to that conclusion. Anyway, a much better match. The main event for the WWE Undisputed Tag Team titles. The champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. It's Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa starting up, and they lock up. Solo shoves Sami Zayn. He yells, "Ah!" And like he always does, they lock up. Rope break. Sami Zayn does a chop. They lock up again. Another rope break. Solo beats up Sami in the corner. He taunts with Roman Reigns. Does a hammer throw into the corner. Sami Zayn does a back elbow. Does a elbow drop off the second rope. Solo Sikoa standing, and then Sami jumped down and boom. He was jumping down and he landed on his feet when he did the elbow. So I'm just describing exactly what I meant by elbow drop. Threw some punches. Solo shot him off and did a chop. KO made a tag. He had a 1-2 with Solo. Solo did an uppercut. He did a headbutt. He slapped the shit out of Kevin Owens. Did a punch, a headbutt. Roman Reigns made a tag. Kevin Owens kicked Solo. He knocked Roman Reigns off the apron. He went off on Solo. Sami Zayn made a tag. They did a double team. Roman Reigns made a cheap shot. And I just said that Roman Reigns was the legal man. He tagged in. So why does he have to do a cheap shot? He could just have gone all out. He was the legal man the whole time. Solo Sikoa does a lariat. He chokes Sami Zayn against a rope. Roman Reigns takes his turn to choke. Sami Zayn grabbed him, his head, and yeah. Solo picks apart Sami Zayn. Roman Reigns makes a tag, I guess, again, when he was the legal man in the first place. He beat up Sami Zayn. He threatened the referee. This thing with Paige. Roman Reigns did a suplex. Went for the pin, got a 1 count. He argued with the referee. Sami Zayn did chops to no effect. Right hand by Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns throws Sami Zayn out of the ring. Solo Sikoa beats up Sami Zayn at ringside while Roman Reigns distracts the referee. Then Kevin Owens comes to his aid. They got back in the ring. Roman Reigns did some kicks. Sami Zayn threw some punches. Roman Reigns did a right hand. The fans shouted, "You suck," to Roman Reigns. Solo made a tag. They did a double team on Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn desperately trying to tag. Solo hit a Samoan drop. He did the grip on Sami's shoulder, grabbed his shoulder like this with both his hands and squeeze his shoulder, yeah, like that. That's nice. Sami Zayn escaped. Solo threw him out. Roman Reigns beat up Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn retaliated while the ref was distracted. Sami Zayn knocked out Solo Sikoa. They got back in the ring. He tried to tag. Solo thwarted him. He super kicked Kevin Owens. There was a struggle between him and Sami Zayn at the turnbuckle. Sami Zayn did a tornado DDT. They laid down selling. Roman made a tag and Kevin Owens made a hot tag. He did a super kick. He went for the cannonball, but Solo distracted him. Roman Reigns threw a right hand. He went for the Superman punch. And then Kevin Owens hit a pop-up powerbomb for a near fall. Did a frog splash for a near fall. They laid down selling. Kevin Owens kicked Roman Reigns. Solo Sikoa hung Kevin Owens over the top rope. Roman Reigns hit a Superman punch for a near fall. He's in disbelief. Kevin Owens countered a spear with a kick. He did a stunner. Roman Reigns hit the spear. They laid down selling. Solo made a tag. Sami Zayn made a warm tag. He did a dive. He got back in the ring. Sami Zayn did a blue thunder bomb for a 2 count. Sami Zayn counted a hell of a kick. He went for the Samoan spike, but Sami Zayn countered with an exploder. Did the hell of a kick. Went for the pin, but Roman broke it up. Roman Reigns beat up Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn retaliated, and then Roman Reigns accidentally speared the referee. Sami Zayn hit a Superman punch. Roman countered a spear with a Superman punch. Kevin Owens speared Roman Reigns, and he beat down on him. They fought at ringside, and then the Usos came and beat up Kevin Owens. They buried Kevin Owens under the announce desk. They super kicked Sami Zayn. And then they accidentally super kicked Solo Sikoa. Roman Reigns was pissed. He shoved him around, and then Jimmy super kicked Roman. And Jay was like, "What are you doing?" And then Jimmy says, "I'm doing what you should have been. You should have done a long time ago." He super kicked Roman again. "I'm your brother, not him." Solo Sikoa gets back on his feet. KO hits a stunner on Solo. And then Sami Zayn hit a hell of a kick for the win. And I'm like, wow, what a main event. That whole thing happened. I gave Wrestling a 9 and Logic a 7. This was a good match. And yeah, despite the little mistakes. But yeah, what did you think about this match, Ben?
I want to ask you, who was the referee for that match? Was it Dan Egler?
I don't know. He was some.
Was it a?
He was a really whiny guy.
What? What? A what guy? A whiny guy? Like, wait. What does that even mean?
He's like got a high pitched voice, trying to yell at the wrestlers. Sounds kind of like Bryce Remsburg on AEW.
Well, before I give my rating and my thoughts on this match, your referee nominees, get off my television. Referee nominees for the month of May.
Oh boy.
And here's a surprise: Stephon Smith is not a nominee for this month.
Damn.
He's actually been improving.
Damn.
He's actually been improving.
He's been listening to the podcast.
Yeah. I suppose so. But anyway, your referees. Oh, the incomparable Rick Knox. I can't even say that with a straight face. Rick Knox, Bryce Remsburg, Paul Turner, Aubrey Edwards. This is her first time. Yeah, I don't know. Aubrey Edwards, it's just something about the way she referees, and that also that guitar spot she did at Double or Nothing, that did not look good at all. We'll get to Double or Nothing, but that did not look good. But yeah. Anyway, the final referee is I would say Jason Ayers. And your referee of the month for the month of May, to get off my TV, referee of the month for the month of May, Bryce Remsburg. Congratulations, you goon! Get off television.
Damn.
Jesus Christ. Bryce Remsburg refereed 4 matches last week on Dynamite. Get off TV. That's enough.
Damn.
That's enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, on to the main event. Roman. Okay, I don't agree with Roman. Like, I know why Roman lost in this match, and I know why Solo Sikoa got pinned. I'm not mad at that. I am mad, however, that Jimmy Uso he super kicked Roman before Jay did. I mean,
yeah, I thought that was weird.
Yeah, I mean, okay, maybe I wasn't watching SmackDown because I don't remember Jimmy Uso like Jimmy Uso. He's a soldier. Like he's gonna follow Roman Reigns no matter what. And then all of a sudden he turns on him on this show. So now I think we're now about to get the bloodline breaking up. And I mean, a lot of people wanted the bloodline to break up at WrestleMania anyway, but then again, that would have been dumb too. But again, the thing is, I don't know how the hell we're gonna do this without something else happening along the line where the Usos get away from Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa gets convinced by the Usos to join them and have, the Usos and, Usos and Solos, they go their separate ways. So it depends on where they go, but I was not surprised. I was mad, but I wasn't shocked either at the same time when this happened because, like, Jimmy Uso, like, he kind of deserved to turn on Roman more than anyone. Like, Jade refused to turn on Roman and stuff like that. So Jimmy did it anyway, and I mean, it only made sense, and I'm intrigued about this. I mean, now my question is, where do we go from here? The bloodline is about to break up. They're in shambles. They're not even a thing, to be quite honest with you. I mean, after that super kick, the bloodline is no more, to be honest with you. The Usos are out of the bloodline at this rate because, it is what it is. But I think Roman is going to fight Jimmy down the line, maybe not at a pay-per-view somewhere, but maybe on a SmackDown somewhere down the line. But I am intrigued about where this goes, and I hope that the right ending happens. I want the bloodline to end in the most naturalist way possible. Everyone involved with the bloodline turns on Roman Reigns, even Paul Heyman. That's what should happen. That it all makes sense. It all comes around full circle. That is what life is supposed to be, and that is the way WWE do things because they make things full circle. Maybe not all the time, but when they need to make it full circle, they do. Rating, I'll give this 8.5. Logic, probably a 5. That's the best I can give for this match. This was the best thing on the show besides the opening match and Asuka winning the belt, in my honest opinion. But, that was that, and good show. Was it a good show necessarily? Not necessarily, but, I mean, this, in my honest opinion, I thought low-key this was a 3.5-hour edition of Raw. I don't know why, but there was just, like, the match order, like, it reminded me of something on Raw. Like, for instance, the first match on the show is like a showcase match, and then the second match is a women's match, and then the third match is another match. It reminded me of Raw with the way the match order was. But I'm not saying like it's like that, but then again, that's just me. But I thought this was a good show. Enjoyable show, so I'll take it.
Yeah, what's your rating for the show overall?
Oh man, it's tough. Well, there is a couple of no ratings on this show. Okay. Listen. 7, a strong 7. Let's just say like a strong 7. Logic probably a 6. Probably a 6. Best I can give for this show. But other than that, I thought it was a solid show. This was a C-level pay-per-view, but this was a solid show nonetheless. I'm not surprised whatsoever. I'm just waiting for Money in the Bank because like Money in the Bank is going to be crazy. So I'm already waiting for Money in the Bank, and I hope that all of the other storylines, like they get better as time evolves, because otherwise I'm about to start writing people's names on a list and start finding people or put a check mark by their names and start and say, hey, it was like, oh, hey, you lost to Bronson Reed in 3 minutes? Oh, that's right. You're getting a check mark by your name. You're going to be a nominee. That's how we're going to do it.
So that's what the writing is about.
Yep.
Okay then.
Now, I wrote down somewhere. Where's my notebook? I wrote down somewhere. I can't find my notebook right now. I wrote down in my notebook, Natalya. I put a check mark by her name.
Ah. All right then.
I wrote a check mark by her name. But yeah, what you think, Kava? What do you thought about the show?
I thought this was alright. Not as good as some of the previous WWE shows. I mean,
Right.
both nights of WrestleMania were pretty good, especially night one. Backlash was a good show. And this didn't really compare to those shows. That's what I kind of felt. I was expecting kind of it to be like those shows and be as good as those shows were. But yeah, I gave wrestling for this show 6. A matter of fact, I'll give it a 7, and Logic a 4. Yeah, there were some things that didn't really make that much sense, but other than that, yeah, this was a good show, and yeah, I look forward to Money in the Bank. Hopefully it's a better show, and it's they have lots of good matches on there, and yeah, that is our Night of Champions review concluded. The second leg of our quadruple header finished. Next week we will review AEW Double or Nothing. I've started watching it, and there's already a match which I've given a 0 rating, and Ben has 2 matches which he has given a 0 rating. And yeah, we will talk about that next week when we review Double or Nothing. But in the meantime, you can check out The Mysteries of Life with Ben Charles at the bottom left right there. The latest episode just came out. I haven't listened to it just yet, but I will. And yeah, you can also check out Life's Opening Radio Certified Bangers. There's a new episode out. We got some more certified bangers for you. It's the Pride Month special this week. And yeah, we got some championship contenders, and we've got some people advancing in the world championship. So yeah, that's gonna be wonderful to see. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we will see you next week for Double or Nothing. But until then, this is Kgabo and Ben Charles signing out.